What up, everybody? This is the Limers Corner with yours truly, DJ Chris Nice. This is the podcast where we give you 5 tracks and we discuss and rate these 5 tracks. Now, we might take a little bit of heat in some of this discussion, but it is what it is, right? It's organic, it's off the cuff. So we're going to give you a slight touch of these tracks and then get into it, the ins and outs of what we think of this track. So if you're an artist and you don't like what we're saying, well, hey, you want the truth, right? But it is what it is. So once again, it's Chris Nice. This is Limer's Corner. And I got 2 special guests with me. The first guest is the beautiful, the talented friend of mine, almost like family, out of the T-Dot. For those of you who don't know, that's Toronto. And it's the one and only Miss Shalli. What's going on, Shalli?
Nothing much. How you guys doing? How you doing, Chris?
Blessed as usual. Hey, I'm old, but I can't complain, right? Miami, baby.
I know. I'm not there, unfortunately, but you know.
So Shalli's been in the music business for years, and just give us a quick touch of your path in the music business.
I've just been singing and writing songs for quite some time now. I have a new project that I'll be putting out in the next few months called Passion Fruit, and I just released a new single called On One. So check it out everywhere you stream music.
Nice. I'll definitely do that. And you got to send me some stuff so I can get in my mix show. Don't forget that.
Oh, definitely, guys.
All right. And my next guest is one of my boys out of sunny Miami, the one and only Slim City. What up, Slim?
Hey, you already know what it is, man. Appreciate Chris for reaching out for me to even be a part of this. I'm excited. He's linking me up with my friend. So I have a new Toronto friend now. So now, when I slide up there, never in the summer, Caravana, that's it. I have someone to say, hey, I know you. Don't act like you don't know me. Hey, cool.
Hey, pray that it's Caravana. Pray that it's Caravana. Because the way things are going, we got to pray it's Caravana 2021.
Hey, Trinidad 2022. That's all I'm focused on right now. Trinidad 2022. This is my only focus.
Nah. I'm focusing on Caravana 2021. That's what I want.
All right, man. Quick background on me. How I got into this. I took pictures for a website called partyspree.com. That's how I got into this whole music nightlife game. And then I started working at a TV show called Video Mix TV 5 days a week as a live VJ. And then I got working for underground station called Rhythms 94.5.
Nice.
And then I went to Connecticut School at Broadcasting while I was going to FIU. And then
History.
in 2012, I started doing radio at 102 Jams in Greensboro, North Carolina. And then I moved on to Fayetteville, North Carolina at Fox 99. I had a job at Hot 107 in Atlanta, but Corona was like, nah. So I do a podcast, First and Wild podcast. That podcast is insane. So when you finish listening to this and subscribe to this podcast, slide out to any Spotify, whatever you live your streaming platforms, and it's First and Wild.
Nice.
And, let's talk about about music.
So let's get into it. The first track I'm gonna get into is Pressure. The Pressure remix by Coffee and Buju. Love this track. Well, let me not give that away just yet. I'll play a quick snippet of the track. All right? So we don't get flagged, hopefully.
Mm-hmm.
Hear that? Everything's a joke. Sister, talk to them now. It's real. Do you have any doubt? This is what we're talking about. Nothing.
Under the pressure, yeah, under the pressure, if your watch up and take away now, we cheat in a second, cause we all under pressure, my friend. Sometimes when I feel it, I cry down. I hurt your heart, but do not make it stress, cause it's happy be better, not feel living at the gutter, feel be under the pressure, my friend.
Pull up that one there.
Well, my mother always taught me manners. So I'm going to start off with saying ladies first. But you know what? Before I do that, let me tell you a quick bit about the song. So Coffee, real name, Michaela Simpson, born February 16th, 2000. You know, it's weird to hear somebody being born 2000 and they're as big as her. 2000 seems like it was yesterday. She's 20 years old. That was 20 years ago. God.
Mm.
But anyways,
Wow.
2000 in Spanish Town, Jamaica. And she signed with Columbia Records. And she did this track, of course, with one of my favorite artists of all time, Mr. Mark Anthony Myrie, a.k.a. Buju, born July 15th, 1973 in Kingston, Jamaica. Love this guy, man. Signed with all kind of labels. He went from Rock Nation. He's with VP, Mercury, Island, Polygram, you name it. Probably some labels we don't even know about. Who knows? But I love this guy. You know, as you know, he got released, what was it, a year, 2 years ago?
Yeah, December 2nd. It was my birthday. No, I'm lying. It was December 4th. My birthday, December 2nd, so I'm pretty sure it was December 4th out of Miami. It was no, remember, he was scheduled for the 7th, but they released him early because they didn't want the fanfare.
That's right.
Yeah.
And he still got the fanfare.
Oh, he did. Yeah, it leaked out a little bit.
Yeah, rightfully so.
And I want to give a big shout out to Izzy. Are you kidding me? That's a good friend of mine.
Oh, for real?
Shameless plug. Yeah, wow. Shameless plug. He was on my podcast. Shameless plug. But
nice.
I had the opportunity and the pleasure of being in Jamaica in March to see Buju in the National Stadium performing live, and Coffee was there as well. I mean, talk about so much controversy around one man during this whole like when his release date was finally announced and the beef between Trinidad and Jamaica, who was going to get the first show. Oh, man, I was like, I was ready to go anywhere. I just wanted to be the first, but I was willing to humble myself. I was ready to humble my Jamaican ego and go to Trinidad. Because Trinidad, at the end of the day, is a beautiful country. I cannot, stress that enough. But
100%.
It was like a life, like, I compared it to somebody seeing Bob Marley for the last time in Pittsburgh. Like, that's how I compared that experience.
Okay.
Of, like, seeing Buju. So I know I met somebody that saw Bob Marley's last show in Pittsburgh before he was, he kind of like was going towards, before his passing. But, I mean, you can't go wrong when you got Coffee on the song. Sometimes I feel like when I hear a song with artists like this, like, are you ready for this? It's just not fair. Is it fair? Is it fair?
What do you mean? Like, it's an automatic win, is what you're saying?
Yeah, like you can't I've never heard anybody talk bad about Coffee, and because people see her as a child, and you're not supposed to talk bad on children. So it's like, is she getting a fair shake of as far as her talent? Don't get it twisted. Dope artist, I mean, like incredible, but it's like we play sports, Chris. You see a kid. We all been in music. We see young kids doing music and things like that. When they sound to be trash, we don't say them because they're kids, so they just get an automatic blah. Like,
well, so, I have a bit of a different opinion. I've seen Coffee live. I love Coffee actually, and I love Buju, but I wasn't like overly impressed with this song personally. Are we going into opinions about the song yet?
You can leave. You just did.
You just did. Good.
You just jumped in.
Really
Go ahead.
Impressed with the song. I feel like I don't know. Like I feel like I've heard like almost the same rhythm like 10 million times. Like it just the whole formula of the melody, everything. It just sounded like there's nothing fresh or innovative about it really to me. So I was just kind of like, okay, I've heard cooler songs from both of them. So but definitely, I mean, it's a historic moment having them together. I think that's definitely cool. But the song itself.
So you're saying it's more of a for the culture kind of song, like do it for the culture.
Yes, but it's also just like it's like a basic formula. Like I feel like I've heard this song like a million times. You know what I mean? Like it's just I feel like I've heard the exact same rhythm and a very similar melody in like so many different songs. And I know you could say, well, isn't reggae like that? But when I hear like everybody comes with their own vibe, and a lot of times it does sound fresh. You know what I mean? But to me, this sounds, it's all right.
See, what I like is it's coming from a point of view from an artist.
Yeah, and a writer.
Because you're an artist and a writer, you're gonna be a little more, you're gonna go over with a fine-tooth comb a little more.
Well, yes, but I also go with how I feel, right? Like I know when something's really hitting me feeling wise.
Yeah.
And sometimes I don't know, like it's hard to explain because there's formulas in everything we do, but for some reason this song it's not giving me goosebumps, man. Not really.
Yeah. Don't get me wrong. That's a good thing though. You know what I mean? That's a good thing because if we want good music, we have to be critical about the music. We can't always be nice. We don't want to hurt feelings. Like I was telling you guys before we started recording, somebody one time sent me a Jay-Z record back at Universal years back, and he wanted my opinion on it. And he's like, Chris, you know, we value your opinion. I want your opinion on this record. And I heard the record. It was one of his bigger records. I forgot which one it was. And I said, well, you know, I said, to be honest with you, as a DJ, especially if you've been in the game for a while, I said, it's the same thing over and over again. It's about my chick, my money. I'm bigger and badder than you. I said, sometimes I want a different story. Give me a story. I said, he did the same thing, you know, that too much rappers are doing and he's doing. It's like the same thing over and over again. And the guy at the label, he didn't tell me he was pissed, but he didn't talk to me again for the next like maybe 6-7 months. So I was like, shit, he took this personal. So he would send me music, but he would no longer say, Chris, I want you to get this one in or play this one.
Yeah.
Music. So I realized sometimes they don't want your opinion, but in order to get good music, you have to give your honest opinion. So,
but Chris, when he's asking these questions about those particular songs, like what setting are you asking me about this song in? Are you asking as far as radio, as far as in the club? Because I never want to hear that. I like the song, but I never want to hear that song in the club.
Yeah, I guess he was just asking me my opinion on coming from like the club side. He just figured I'm gonna, you know, I guess I was supposed to say, yo, this is a hit, this is a mix show record, this is a, you know, this is a banger. You know what I mean? I was supposed to introduce the track. So to me,
because I would.
Go ahead.
Go ahead, Shalli.
Oh, and I was saying for me, I'm just looking at if I'm motivated to listen to it more than once.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Because like whether that be in the club or I'm driving or whatever, and do I want to really hear this song over and over? Not really. Like personally, like it's not a bad song.
No.
It's not a bad song.
Yeah.
It's just kind of like it's missing something. It's missing. I don't know. It's just kind of like a regular formula, and it's not hitting me really. Something about it.
Yeah.
Shalli, give me a 1 to 10
for that song.
Yeah.
I'll
put some heat on you here.
I mean, maybe like a 7.
Okay, that's not bad. No, that's not
it's not
bad.
a bad song. It's not, you know, and again, the collaboration is historic. This has nothing to do with whether it'll blow up or not. It very well could, but that's, you know, meaning, yeah, 7.
Okay.
I mean, is it a driver? Is it a what's the song again? What's the first song she got? The first single? Oh my God, I'm reading a brain fart.
Toast?
What's her first? Is it a toast? Nah. Is that song gonna win a Grammy? Nah.
Yeah.
6, 7, I guess.
You give it a 6 or 7?
Yeah, when you hear that song, when you hear a song for the first time, like when a song hit me, I'm like, how do humans come up with something like this? Like, how did you create that? Like, I need to I can't, like, one of my dreams is to be in a studio, whether it be a hip hop artist or soca, any artist from any genre of music, and create a life-changing record. Like, the other day I was like when you used to watch Versus and he used to talk about, you know, how this beat came and how this song came, how this sound effect came into the song. Like, one of the songs I always wanted to be in there was like, yo, when they made that song Down for My Nigga, you know, fuck them other niggas, Down for My Nigga, like, by C-Murder, I was like, how did they come up with, like, this song is going to play forever. Like, that is, like, back that ass up, it's going to play forever. Like, what's the Jamaican song I'll play? Like, Give Me the Light is going to play forever.
Yeah.
Like, how did that happen? Like, that is what I think about when I hear music, like, or a song hits me personally. Like, how does that happen? Like, Shalli, maybe you can tap in because that's your specialty. Because even though I'm in the industry, I'm more of a consumer than like a influencer per se. You know how those things come about.
I mean, it's a mix of a lot of things. Obviously, You got to have a good song, but a good song isn't always the same. Like some songs are very simple and they don't even really have much words at all, but something about the formula of the song just really hits people. But then if it doesn't really get to very many ears, then it, you know what I mean? It's never going to be a hit. So, it definitely has to be marketed to, to the nines. But I think, I think it's just, I don't know, it's just an energy, especially now. People are looking for sort of an authentic energy that comes to the song, you know what I mean? So that can't just be a melody and some words. It's got to come from somewhere for the artist, you know what I mean?
I agree.
Like, when I hear those type of things, you speaking those things, Shalli, like, and I think about how did these things happen, it makes me want to, like, do I need to do drugs? Like, do I need a microdose on shrooms to, like, find this untapped way of thinking?
No, even though it's not going to be, it's not about untapped, like, you mean like just to hear music in a fresh way again? Is that what you're saying? Like,
no, just to think differently, go deeper in my thoughts. Like, I don't know. I just feel like, I don't know. I'm gonna try doing all kind of drugs and write a song and just see what happens.
But it's a hit and miss too, because you're not gonna always make a monster.
No.
Yeah.
When you come out of the studio, you're not gonna always create a monster. You know, so it's a hit and miss.
Yep, you're right. For the audience, like, I mean, going back to like, like a group like No Doubt back in the day, like one Gwen Stefani had that song Underneath It All. That song is so plain and boring, you know what I mean? It's cute, but it's just plain and boring. But when she was creating all her hits for that album, they were actually going to toss it. And then there's someone in the studio, like, a veteran that she keeps around, and he was like, nah, that's the song. You know what I mean? So, sometimes that's why, you want to have certain people around you too, because sometimes how the public will receive something, sometimes it's just timing, what's out at the time. Are people wanting to receive a certain sound at that time? Maybe they've had too much of another thing. So there's a lot of, little variables,
That's true.
True.
Well, I kind of agree with you guys to a degree on this song. Like, when I heard the song, I thought it was okay. I thought it was okay. For me, this song is you could play it in clubs, but I wouldn't say this song is like a strong, like, let's say, mix show song.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Would I play it in a club? I would play it in a club, especially when it starts to pick up even more momentum, because
okay, Chris, I'm actually one question, Chris, and this is gonna be my question every time you're talking about you playing a song. Would you pay for a dub plate for that song?
For this song, yeah, I would just because. But you see, the reason I would is because of mix show.
You're right.
Because of mix show.
You're right.
You know what I'm saying? Would I get a dub plate to play it at a party? Not really. But
would you pay for it? Would you pay for a dub? We know you're DJ Chris, but if you had to pay for your dubs, and you have the 5 songs, you have $1,000, one of those questions like, you have $1,000, this dub costs this dub costs that. Would you spend money to cut that song on dub?
Can I give 2 answers?
My God.
I'll give 2 answers.
I can't afford dubs. All the dubs I have are free, so go ahead.
I'll start off with no, I wouldn't, because it's not enough of a powerhouse to me. And then at the same time, on the next side of the fence, I would say maybe I might, because of the names involved. Because of the names involved, I guarantee you, I'll be able to play this track in 2 years. So if I'm playing this track in 2 years, let's say on the radio, I'll be able to blaze that dub plate because of the 2 individuals involved.
Good point.
True.
You see what I'm saying?
Yeah, because it's gonna be hard. Granted, the song is not amazing, but to get that dub cut is gonna be very stressful. Yeah, pretty much. And then after you sell your children, you gotta wait 5 years.
Okay, so let's jump into the next track. All right. So the next track is, again, one of my favorite artists, Trini Boy. So being Trini, you guys see the flag back there, the true flag.
Yeah,
see the true flag, right? That's the true. This way, the true flag. You see it? No. Put that away, man. Put that away. Put that away, man. I just showed you the true
Come
flag.
I come from the moon. No.
Listen, the most influential culture in the world, please.
So they say. So they say. Anyways, so the next track is Angel by Olatunji.
Mhm.
So I'm just gonna play a quick snippet of it, all right?
Okay.
Oh, yo, yo, yeah. You send me, yo. Ay, 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 ay. Angel. Oh, yo, yo, yeah. You send me, yo. Ay, 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 ay. Dado. If I wanna rule my destiny, woman, I need you next to me. You erase my fantasy. Girl, you know you conquer me. In a real life, in a me dream, my mind, and subconsciously. Can believe this love for free. I would not do.
There you go. That's Angel by Olatunji Yearwood.
I
Born
love
September 3rd, 1985. Wow, Ola's 35 years old. Okay. In Port of Spain, Trinidad. I hear that's a great country, but so they tell me. But anyways, one international soca monarch in 2015. I was there, man. That was a beautiful, beautiful night for the track Ola. Love this cat. This track here was released off a rhythm that's really nice called the Tender Touch rhythm. Played it a couple of times on my mix show. Came out maybe about 2-3 weeks ago. So it's off the Tender Touch rhythm. It's a 2020 track, but it's a 2021 track. So even though it was released in 2020, you know how it goes. And for those of you who don't know, in Trinidad, for the Trinidad Carnival, once music is put out like around September, October and on, it's for the following year. So even if it came out September 2020, it's more for 2021. So it'll say 2021 for, so they're gearing it for 2021 Carnival, which is something we got to stop doing because it makes people even look at our music as seasonal even more, and that's something we need to transcend out of. You know what I mean? So that's Angel by Olatunji. So who wants to go first on this one? You want to go, Shalli? Take the floor.
Yeah, I love it. I love this song.
Okay.
I love his delivery. I love his delivery. If you really like listen, like I don't know, he's using so many different vibes in his delivery. It's sick. And then the beat, I just love it. It's not too much, but there's a heavy, I don't know what you call it, a heavy bottom end, heavy bass. I love it. Makes you want to dance. I feel motivated to listen to it. Like I want to dance to it. I could drive to it. Obviously, it would be good in the club. But it has that really chill undertone. You know what I mean? That you can relax to it too. You know what I mean? You could be with your man, or me in my case, my man. I can be drinking on the beach. Yeah, I like it.
Nice. So you know I got to do it on a scale of 1 to 10. Let me hear your numbers.
It's a 10 to me.
Okay.
Yeah. A 10?
Yeah, a whole 10.
Okay. Don't make her change her numbers now. Don't make her change her
number.
A 10?
Don't make her change her numbers. Okay, so it's a 10. Nice.
It's very sexy. I love it.
I see why you. I see. That's one of those songs you meet somebody when you hear that song and that song will stick with you forever. Like that's one of them type of songs. I know. I see where you're coming from. On 10. This is very. It sounds very Afro beats to me.
Yeah.
A very strong Afro beat vibe to it, and I'm
like
just
most
asking,
of the groovy
like,
soca.
Yeah, that's called groovy soca. See, I don't know that now. See, I'm giving you the consumer.
Well, I get you up to speed.
Mix.
We'll get you up to speed as time goes on.
Yeah. So, and also about that song, so me thinking this is a very Afrobeats kind of vibey kind of song, I was gonna ask is like that doesn't sound like to me like a traditional soca song because I didn't even know he was a soca artist, to be honest. I thought it was an Afrobeats artist when I heard it initially. Like just listening it to the first, because the first time you said it, the first time I ever heard this song, I didn't look at who he was and nothing like that. I just listened to the song. Oh, I was like, this song was a vibe. This song made me just want to dance with a woman. It's a vibe. Like this song makes women feel comfortable to dance with men again. And I love music like that because I feel like men and women don't dance enough in the club because men are weird. So women, I totally understand why you don't do it. But
well, except for Trini clubs. Trini clubs,
exactly.
that's a whole different
yeah.
stuff.
But it just makes you want to like, dang, I wish I hear that song. It's like, I wish I had a girl to dance with.
It's very sexy.
But you're right, Shalli. You can listen to this. It gives you a good vibe no matter what you're doing, like club, car, yelling at your kids, breaking into a car. It's just a good energy. Whatever you're doing,
Did you just say break it into a car?
Committing the crime. Like, you hear that song, like, boy, you're going to feel good when you commit that crime. You know what I mean?
You need the right background music for that, man. Get your mind right.
Yeah, I got you. Yeah,
So
but I give that.
Yeah, give me your numbers on this one.
I get that an 8.
An 8?
Yeah.
Okay, nice. I agree. I like this track. I like this rhythm also. They got a bunch of songs on this rhythm. Real nice track. From I Got It, I love the rhythm like right away. It's groovy soca. It's one of those tracks that if Trinidad Carnival was on, it would be getting you in that spirit. Like when I heard it, I was seeing the streets again, and I was seeing Trinidad again. You know what I mean? Unfortunately, that's not gonna happen unless they move it to May, because they said they might move it to May. So we'll see. But yeah, they might move it to May. But yeah, it's a nice track. I'm a big fan of Ola. So this to me is it's a nice groovy track, nice 2021 track. You know what I mean? And I think I give it. Sorry, what was that?
No, saying just so Slim doesn't think that he's crazy. Olatunji has a sound where he kind of blends the groovy soca and a little bit of the Afro kind of vibe. He does kind of do that. That's kind of his thing.
Talented brother, talented. Yeah, real talented. I'll give it an 8. I'll give it an 8 also, just because I know some of Olatunji stuff, and I heard another one of his tracks, so I have a feeling he's coming with some monsters. You know what I mean? This is one of my favorite guys in the genre. So
but women gonna love that song though. Like that's women gonna love that song.
Yeah. Well, I agree, but it's a nice track. Something you said earlier where it's not the Trinidad or the soca sound. That's the funny thing. Soca almost doesn't have a sound anymore. We drift so many places now. It's almost like we're trying to find the right feel. You know what I mean? At one point, I hated this time, but at one point we were even almost sounding like techno.
Yeah, some dance music. Yeah.
That used to drive me crazy. Like,
but you know what? All this stuff is really rooted still in Africa. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Because definitely, I feel like soca music, even more than a lot of the dancehall is related to certain rhythms in Africa, but soca sounds even more like that. Soca, Zulu, Kadas, they kind of, even more sound like some of the African rhythms, right? Like it's coming out of there. So I feel like even with dance music, that beat, if you know anything about a lot of the South African music,
I love it.
They have that comes from there, and they have a huge scene like that out there, right? But I feel like with soca music, I feel like it's been dabbling in a lot of these sounds, where it really comes from. It's not calypso, right? Anymore. It's something else.
Yeah, like calypso is like my parents' time. You know what I mean? Don't get me wrong, I love calypso, but that's mommy and daddy and tanty. That's their time. Like now it's basically like groovy. Power is making its way back. Power soca, like the more up tempo, it's making its way back, but definitely groovy because we're touching so much on the Afrobeat side now, with a touch, within the touch of reggae, like dancehall also.
Yeah, the dancehall, the pop.
I like the Trini. They call it Trini dancehall. They call it Trini dancehall.
Yeah, some of that shit is hot, man.
Yeah,
some of that stuff is hot. If anybody out there has access to a lot of Trini dancehall, please send it to djchrisnice@gmail.com.
Yeah, I mean,
send it to me.
I totally agree, man. If I was from somewhere else, I would also want to imitate Jamaican dancehall. I mean, why wouldn't you?
That's a flag talking. That's what that is. That's a flag talking. On that note, we'll move on to the next song. Which
I don't have my flag here. I'm just
You're from the moon, bet.
well actually what's your background again? It's Jamaican.
my, my mother's Jamaican and my father's from Dominica in the French Caribbean.
Half breed.
Okay.
You're half breed.
Yeah,
But she
but
tells nobody.
growing up in Toronto, actually on both sides I have huge families, but growing up here, although more of my father's family is here, because my mom's family is scattered in the States and England and stuff.
Okay.
But more of my father's family is here, but I still grew up more entrenched in Jamaican culture. And I think, all the islands, throughout the year, it's a lot of reggae, and then, Carnival comes and it goes into even more soca, even more, you know what I mean? That's what my experience is.
Well, hey, man, I love half-breeds, man. My children are half-breeds. Trini and Jamaican, man. So I love half-breeds.
Okay, well, you can't say anything, man. Okay.
No, I can't say nothing. I got to respect the Jamaican flag. I won't put it first before the red, white, and black, but I have to respect it. You know what I mean?
I caught that one.
So the next song, actually, we're going back to Jamaica again. We're going back to the island again for this one. Let me get it ready.
Okay.
So this one is lighter. Let me play a quick snippet of it. Keep my fingers crossed that I don't get snipped.
Hey, Roshan.
Baby, when the bright lights start to fade, fire up your lighter, float on with the waves. You make me feel light. You make me feel light. You make me feel.
When you want to, tell them mission sing up. Like you want my hand to spin round like a jam can't tire. Endless loving and it can't expire. How say,
So that was Lighter by Shensia and Taurus Riley. Omar Riley, aka Taurus Riley. I'm surprised. I thought this was Shensia's song until I looked it up, and it turns out it was on Taurus Riley's album. He put out an album on August 28th, a 12-track album, and this was on his Healing album. I was surprised. So Taurus Riley, born April baby, whoop whoop, April 26, 1979, 41 years old. This surprised me. I did not know this. I found this out this week looking this up. I was shocked. Taurus Riley was born in the Bronx, New York. I didn't know that. I thought he was born in Jamaica, but born in the Bronx, New York. Signed with VP Records. Of course, he did this song with Chinsia Lee, aka Shensia, born October 1st, 1996, 24 years old. Okay. And this song was released on August 28th. It's funny what you learn about people when you do podcasts or radio shows and whatnot.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Because I would have never thought he was born in the Bronx, New York. I used to be in the Bronx, New York constantly. Love that place. Never knew that.
It is rumored that he went to Miramar High School in South Florida.
Really?
And I also heard that he used to be a rapper.
Wow.
Now, don't quote me on this. I've heard this story multiple times, but I could be wrong. But that is one talented ass motherfucker right there. That boy he's bad.
Yeah.
Oh my God.
But I wouldn't be surprised if he was a rapper. Reason being, when we're born, if we have Caribbean family, you're a project of your environment, right? So when we were born or we grew up in North America, I always tell people, because anybody who knew me back in Montreal, I grew up in Montreal and Toronto, they consider me like a R&B, hip hop, like old school funk and all that DJ. But I also do soca and reggae. But so when people hear me playing soca, sometimes they're like, "Chris, you play soca?" I'm like, number one, I'm Trini. Number two, my father was a DJ from like the 70s right on up. And I said, as you get older, you always seem to go back home, if you know what I mean.
Yeah.
So the guys who are in the business now, I was like soca DJs, reggae DJs and stuff. When you check a lot of their backgrounds, they were doing hip hop and all that because, you're a product of your environment. So I wouldn't be surprised if he was a rapper and then found his way back to his family roots. You know what I mean? So who wants to go first on this one? Slim, Shalli, which one?
I'll go first this time. All right,
Okay.
this song is amazing. This song gave me goosebumps. When I heard this song, I remember when I first heard this song before, I've heard it before you sent it to me. I was like, yo. And when I heard it with Shensi, I was like, oh, this is one of those songs that takes you to another level. That song, every time I hear it, it reminds me of Katy Perry Fireworks.
Mhm.
Right.
That's the vibe that I get. And like
Yeah.
this took it to a more of a global market. Like it might be Taurus Riley's song, but Shensi gonna benefit from it.
Yeah.
That's Grammy. That's a Grammy. They're gonna win it. That's gonna be a Grammy nomination song
Okay.
on the reggae
Okay.
category.
You called it. You called it. So we're gonna keep an eye on it.
Yeah.
See if you're right on that one. That would be nice though, you know, for the culture, for the genre,
Yeah.
the Caribbean.
Yeah.
That would be nice. So
Yeah.
so give me your numbers on it.
man.
Give me your
That's
numbers
a
on it.
10.
It's a 10?
It's a 10. I got
Okay.
goosebumps when you played it.
Okay. First 10 from Slim. Okay. Nice.
Yeah. Non-Jamaican bias, by the way.
Yeah, okay.
Acknowledge that.
Okay. You know, I don't
Yeah.
believe that one. Okay, Shelly, your turn.
Okay, so I love this song. When I first heard this song, 'cause I did hear it before today, and I don't know, I had mixed feelings because, like, you see how you're saying it reminds you of like a Katy Perry Fireworks or whatever. It's
Yeah.
like there's like certain parts of the melody that I'm like, this pieces of a song that I know I've heard. But because I couldn't figure out which song it was, I'm gonna say it's an excellent song because to me that's actually a mark of an amazing song. The sonics, like quality wise, is like it's like out of here. Like I don't explain it. Just the quality that you hear in your ear, like the way the vocal and this everything. It's so just so sharp, you know. But it does remind me of old Rihanna also, which I don't personally think is a good thing. Like I know maybe Rihanna's gonna come with a different sound, so it won't matter. But to sound so much like it that it literally sounds like that time,
Yeah.
I don't really think that's a good thing, really. But overall, you know, with Taurus in the song, with sort of a dance hall beat in there, and just the quality of everything, yeah, I love it, 100%. I love it.
Big up
Okay.
Rushan.
Pardon?
Big up Rushan, the producer.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Big up, man. Like his
He
work.
killed
it.
Like
He about to get
their work, man.
paid.
Yeah, he killed it. The quality is just up there. And yeah, it definitely should bring it to things to another market. So having said all of that, I know I sound like I'm being so nice. 9.5.
Okay. 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 I like that. 9.5. So 110 from you so far. 9.5.
Yeah.
Well, once again,
weird, it's like then you're like, oh, are you comparing those two? Can you compare those two? Not really. Like the 10 and the 9.5 songs, not really. I just say that because I had a qualm, but it was a slight qualm, so you know.
Okay. Well, once again, I agree with you guys. I like this track from jump, and the feel I got with this track is it can cross over. It's like a crossover track. I can see this track covering a lot of miles, man. It's gonna do great. I think the quality's nice. You know, both of them complement each other. You know what I mean? I think it's a very, very powerful track, man. I couldn't get it out of my head actually. When I heard it the first time, I was like, okay, who is this? And I Shazammed it when I heard it. I went and I got it, and I couldn't get it out of my head, you know, till I had to play it on my show. But I like that when a track sticks with you, like you hear it once and it just sticks with you. You know,
when Shensi is singing, it makes me want to get a girlfriend.
First, you got to get a real flag first, and then go for the girlfriend.
Okay.
But anyway,
the second time he's talked about a song motivating him to get a girl.
You know, you catch in the
Yeah,
theme, right?
Yeah, be like, it made me want to like, damn, I wish I had a special person to share this song with right now. Let's down.
Very romantic, true.
Yeah.
But for me, I'm. It's hard for me to give. It takes a lot for me to give a track a 10. I mean, a lot for me to give a track a 10. I'll give this one a 9. I'll go as far as a 9 because when I hear it, it gets me. But to give me a 10, it's gotta really hit me. You know those tracks you hear and it's like you said, you get goosebumps. You know what I mean?
Mhm.
With this track, I feel it, but it's almost a 10. I'll go as far as a 9. So next on deck is what's next on deck here? Oh, I like this track. Well, maybe I shouldn't have said that, but make up your mind. I'll
Okay.
play a,
Mhm.
I'll play a quick piece of it. All right, here we go.
Yeah.
Ready for Oti Dodo, Oti Bolo, Oti Molo, Shebolo, Oti Bolo, Oti Bolo, Oti Bolo. Today you be loving me, tomorrow you be fighting me. I don't know what you want from me. Don't know. Fire not there, you the pocket of Zina, you the pocket.
Boy, so little.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm. I already have
Who-
my opinion on that one, but
So tell us your opinion.
I'll let you
Yeah, you
guys
can go
go
first.
first.
Nah, you can take the lead. This is
I'll
on
let you
you.
guys go first. I'll bring up the rear.
I
I
can
hope.
go.
Say that again.
I'll go then.
Okay, well, let me give out his name first. I hope I don't butcher his name, but it's Pansak Henry Zamani, aka Ice Prince, and he did this song along with Techno.
Mhm.
Nice. So he did this track along with Techno, two Nigerians. Okay,
Okay.
and the song was released in September. I have my
So
opinion.
that's an Afrobeat song then.
Afrobeat track. Afrobeat
Okay, because
track.
I thought in the beginning when I heard the beat, I was like, "Is this groovy soca? Is that what's?"
Yeah, that's the thing, right? Sometimes you can't tell. We're that close.
How do you do this?
We're that close. You know what I mean?
Because I didn't. This is the first time I've heard terminologies groovy soca, power
Really?
soca. Like I've never heard it. Never heard that. I was like,
Okay,
okay,
we'll get you up to speed though.
yeah,
As the months go by, we'll get you up to speed.
okay, I'm here.
Shelly,
Yes.
what's your opinion on the track?
I like this beat. It makes you want to dance, so that's good. I love Afrobeat. I'm kind of ahead, and this is, it's a song that you can kind of blend in with other songs, but after like a little bit of the song goes by, there's not much to the song.
Mm.
You know what I mean? So that's my thing. Like, I know that they're speaking in a different language at times, or they're using sometimes a broken English, sometimes, but it still doesn't really sound very lyrical. You know what I mean? So it's just kind of like after the first little while, you're kind of like switch the song. You know what I mean? So that's my thing.
Yeah.
But it definitely has a good beat. Has a nice summer vibe to it, so I like that. Yeah, that's it. Am I doing 1 to 10 already?
Yeah, let me hear your numbers.
Maybe 7.
7?
Seven
Okay.
and a half. 7.5.
Okay.
Yeah. I enjoy the song, but like she said before, I was like, it's a good in and out song as far as from a DJ perspective. I was like, okay, can you play some Burna Boy now? I don't know what they're saying. Like, just play the Burna Boy. Like,
Right.
you know what I'm saying? Like, can you just go to the DeVito now?
Yeah.
Like, come on. Like, I don't. There's only so much time in a part that I want to be lost or kind of out the loop. You know what I mean? I am sometimes, and I have to. That's my fault because I'm Jamaican, so I have a blind, egotistical idea of like we're just the best and it is what it is. I don't want to hear none of that. But I've like forced myself to get out of that thinking just to like.
But why is that
enjoy.
only in North America? Because in Jamaica, they listen to every single thing on the planet. But
Yeah, but when you go out to
something happens when you guys come to North America.
No, I agree.
Is it the water?
Because when I go to Jamaica, my cousins they want the baby, they want Jeezy, they want all the
country
rap
music,
yeah.
everything.
But when I go out in Jamaica, they ain't playing none of that. They playing dance hall music. I'm like, so I talked to my friends. I was like, yo, I don't understand like songs, but you went out, we heard not one of these songs that you wanted. Like, what's up with that? I'm confused. but I forced myself to be like, you know, I gotta stop thinking. Like I was going to Afro Nation in Puerto Rico, and I was prepared not to hear no reggae. I have to prepare myself not to hear no dancehall. Like I'm not gonna hear Gaza and Gully all night. I'm not gonna hear no this, that, and the third. So I have to prep my mind. But like I said, the song is straight 6.5. Like we in and out, get out of there. Like you know what I mean?
6.5. You give it?
How long can we listen to music not in English? Like if you speak English, like really. They can be distant Jamaicans.
Is a certain way. I can listen to non-English for a little while still.
Yeah, same here.
But yeah, like
feel.
it's just like, yeah.
They can be. I don't know. They can be talking about my mama. They can be talking about Jamaicans for all I know. Like when you around certain people and you hear like TOK, and they don't know what they're talking about. Those certain people are just singing that song with their heart out. I'm like, man, you have no idea what they're like.
But they'll dance anyways.
Exactly, but I'm very weary of that. Since I've seen them, like, I can't just be dancing to anything. But they keep talking about, kill all these black people. I'm here just, in a different language. I'm here bobbing my head. I'm like, wait a minute.
As long as it's funky.
Oh my God.
Yeah.
As long as it's funky.
As long as the girl in front of you dancing, you're like, you know what, you're right. I think he's right. We should just. It's not that bad.
Well, once again, I agree with you guys, but I'm gonna start off with my number. I'm gonna start off with the number. I'll give it an 8. To me, this song is a nice mix show record. To me, it's a perfect mix show record. I'll slide it in the mix, fits in perfect when you're in an Afrobeat set. You know what I mean? And then glide it out. Maybe the beginning of verse 2 or after verse 2. But it's not something, of course, you play. I'm not gonna play this for the whole.
You know what it's good for? When you're gonna talk and get out. You know what I mean? Like at the end of your set, if you're gonna like talk and say something, and because there's a lot of music, I just feel like there's not a lot. It's not you know what I mean? It's kind of a groovy vibe, and there's not a lot of lyrics. It's just kind of.
But like what you said there, it's groovy. Even if you fit it in between somewhere, it can keep the tempo going. So it may not bring it up a notch, but if the tempo is nice already, and you float this in, it's not gonna drop the tempo. You know what I mean?
I feel like I need to be smoking weed. Like a big spliff and just
But I give it an 8. I'll give it an 8.
Okay.
So
8?
Yeah, I'll give it no, sorry. Did I say 8?
Yeah, you must be his manager.
Would I give it an 8?
Oh,
yeah, actually, you know what? I'll stick with the 8 because I find it's mix show friendly. It's mix show friendly.
All right. Chris has a label that the artist is signed to that we don't know about.
I do.
Not a bad song. You make it sound like a bad song. Come on.
Not a bad song.
Shalli, he said 8.
I'll give it an 8. I'll give it an 8. It's a nice mix show record, man. I love mix show records.
You gave Buju and Coffee at 8. You just put him on the same level as Buju and Coffee. Just want to put that out there.
No, but you know what? As a DJ, I don't have a problem with that.
Okay. All right, DJ perspective.
As a DJ perspective, I don't have a problem with that. If you're doing mix show, I put those two songs on the same level.
What about your personal liking? Like if you were just out hanging out.
Me? Yeah, I don't mind it. To me, it's not a record that's gonna drop your vibe. If your vibe is here, it's gonna keep it here. It's not a song I would throw in to start off a vibe, but if I have the vibe here, it's gonna keep it here.
Yeah. We must remember, people go out, they want to hear songs they know. People don't go out and hear a song they never heard before.
Yeah, but that's why I said mix show.
Yeah, mix show.
Mix show.
Yeah,
mix show. You can drift a little more. You can drift with mix shows. You know what I mean? So we got one more. The fifth song is "Tender" by Patrice Roberts.
Patrice Roberts.
Okay.
Cause you are my everything, and I'm gonna do anything. Go put that on everything, oh.
man, is that considered groovy soca?
That's
No,
considered.
that is definitely distinctly Afrobeat, and I say that because of the. Now, I'm not saying you can't find that in pop music, but that is signature. You know what I'm saying? So, but I get it. She's a groovy soca artist,
Groovy
and I
soca.
can hear her twang. But she's also saying some African words like Nigerian slang in between.
Yeah, there's some influence in there.
Yeah,
There's definitely some influence in there.
100%.
One of my favorite artists. Love this woman. Born 1985. Another Aries baby. April 11th. She was born in North Trinidad, Toco, Trinidad and Tobago. She's been on the scene since 1994. And this song again is a 2020 to me. She had a song "Carry On" last year that was from you first heard it, it just took over Carnival.
Pretty sure I heard it, just don't know what it is off the top. I'm pretty sure I've heard it.
Yeah, it was crazy, beautiful, beautiful track, man. Beautiful track. So this is another one I think is gonna make some noise for 2021. So who wants to go first on this one?
Go Slim.
Don't be shy.
All right.
You shy now, Slim?
No, I'm not shy. You know, I mean, Shalli. Listen, I like to Shalli go first because like she's like the professional. So it's like, okay.
Stop
like she said three.
Go.
No,
go
because she. All right, so.
We're just hanging out, listening to music. That's it.
Yeah.
I mean, it's yeah, but you say certain things like, oh, okay, that's why they do that. So now I understand. I gotta stop thinking like that. So you're teaching me things on. You're low key teaching me. It's alright. It's not like it'll slap. It's not a slapper. You know what I'm saying? But it's the groovy soca. I'm trying to understand the terminologies of the different genres within the soca music. So like, it's a good vibe song. Like I like soca music in the right setting because I like to. I'm not one of those people like Jamaicans like to stand up in the corner and drink my Heineken. Nah, I like to. You know, I'm not gonna be thirsty, but I like to dance with a girl when I hear certain songs. And I hear a song like that, especially when I'm listening to soca music. I always feel like I need somebody there to enjoy it with. You know, soca to me is like we're coming together, have a good time. But I've never been in a soca party and had to worry about my safety, let alone think about it. So that is a vibe.
Happy music,
I like
man.
About exactly. So it gives me a happy music vibe. It's a good time vibe. It's like, yo, I'm here. I just want to drink my Johnny Walker, and then and just hang out. I mean, but soca makes me happy. I don't listen to a lot of it, but what I like about soca, you don't have to know soca to enjoy it.
Yep.
No,
I can listen to soca and I'd be like, I've been listening to it all my life. I feel like I'm in a soca party and I'm dancing. I feel like I've been listening to this music all my life. Like I'm deeply rooted into it, which I'm not, but it makes me feel like, and I think it's a little bit easier to understand than dancehall reggae music because, the accents. I think the Jamaican dancehall accent is a little heavier than soca music accents, so it's more easy to understand the words.
Yeah,
I think it depends for that one, but yeah.
Well, he didn't give his numbers yet. He's shying away from.
I give it an 8.
Okay,
that's an 8.
Okay,
that's pretty high. See, Shalli about to drop a gem on us right now. Shalli, she about to drop a gem on us right now. Go ahead.
So I like this song. Patrice, I like this song because a lot of the soca girls, they do a lot of like, I don't want to say yelling, but yell singing, right? And so people don't realize how amazing they could actually sing because sometimes they're not showing other nuances of their vocals, if that makes sense. You know what I mean?
Mm-hmm.
And in this song, I feel like she's doing that. I feel like she's showing like, not just take like, she's not just yelling the whole song. Like she's, what I mean? She's giving you like a little sultry vibe. She's she sounds like, I don't know, sassy. She sounds cute. Like she's giving us a lot. And I love it. Definitely a good feeling vibe. Not a super unique song, but at the same time, I can hear her Trini accent. Is she from Trinidad?
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah. From
Sometimes
Toco.
there's a few of them from St. Vincent, and I get confused.
Now we sound closer to Guyana. Like people
Okay,
from we sound more like Guyanese. That's where people get us mixed up a little.
true. But you know what I mean? In the soca music, there's a couple of people from like, um, Grenada and from, you know what I mean? Like, and they're kind
Yeah.
of trying to sing like Chinese too. And so it's kind of confusing. But yeah, so she's Trinidadian. I can hear her accent coming through over the African vibe. And I like it. It is different when you really listen to it. So I really like that. But yeah, it's not like it's just a feel good track. I don't know. I don't rate it as high as Olatunji. I don't know why. His delivery is ridiculous. More than this. No offense, Patrice.
Mm-hmm.
So what would I give her?
But they're two different type of songs, though.
No, it was very similar to me actually. The Olatunji and this one. It's
Oh,
not
you're
the
right.
same,
Yeah.
Because I did think it was
but
the
just
same.
the
You're right.
feel
You're
good,
right. Yeah. Okay.
and Afrobeat a little bit.
Yeah.
So I guess what would I give her? I give it 8.5.
Okay, I like your 0.5s.
Boy,
A little
listen,
0.5 stick right there.
Shalli, I was gonna come hard on you real fast with the black woman not supporting black women talk. I was ready. I feel like you was about to say a 6. I felt it coming.
Nah, I was gonna make it up.
I thought
I
black
know.
women support
I
each
felt
other.
that way too. I felt that way too, saying that Olatunji's is better in speed, but that's just how I feel. But I hear you. But no, I don't give pity points.
Okay.
You know, 8.5. I stick with it.
Okay. Yeah,
Nice.
I like the track. I'll give the track an 8 actually. And again, because I know she's coming with some monsters in the months to come. You know, I'll give it 8. Love the track. And she's got some nice tracks for 2021. She leaked like 102 also. That's nice. But this track, nice groovy track. Again, perfect for mix shows, perfect for parties, you know? It's off a nice rhythm. So yeah, I definitely give it a 8. So here's the next part. I have a section that I'm gonna title the bubble up section. It's for songs that you think is on the way up and we should look out for in the coming weeks. So I have a song. I want to hear what songs you guys might have. Hopefully you got something that could play it. If not, you can just talk about it, of a song that's on its way up. It's on the come up and we should look out for it. Especially if you're a DJ, you do radio, you should look out for this track if it's not getting played a lot right now. So
Okay.
who wants to go first? I see you shaking your head, Slim. You got a track?
Yeah, because I'm like I said, when you sent me that, you gave me a homework assignment. You know what I'm saying? And I was like, I don't consume enough music like that, like I once used to, because I used to be around so much music, and my emails is like, so I don't even know. Like I just, I mean, the last new music that I listened to was Busta Rhymes' album, which I thought was like, wow, I can't believe he made this. But I'm just gonna recommend the album that I think people should listen to, like Busta Rhymes.
The new stuff?
Yeah, new stuff.
Yeah, I never heard it yet.
Yeah, it goes hard.
I was
I was impressed. He doesn't sound like an old guy trying to like. He doesn't. I like it. Let me tell you, he doesn't sound like an old rapper trying to be like a new young rapper. If that makes sense.
Yeah.
So I think that's why I kind of appreciate it. And he's Jamaican, and he's always down here, non-biased, but whatever.
No, I get it, because you have a lot of older artists now, R&B artists.
Yeah.
When they come back, they're trying to make trap music-ish R&B.
Yeah.
And I don't get that.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? I get it. You want your
he's
stuff.
He's spinning bars on there.
Yeah.
He's spinning bars on there?
There's this group called Western.
Western?
Yeah. It's like a producer and like a British rapper and another guy who sings. And the guy who sings, he's like the son of like some other, honestly, don't quote me, you gotta look it up on Wikipedia, but he's the son of another Jamaican artist from before. But anyway, they have a very unique sound. I love it. And yes, it is Caribbean influence. It just kind of depends on the song I play. But this is my favorite song right now. And it's called WAG 1.
WAG 1.
WAG 1.
Okay.
And it's Cash featuring Western. Okay, I know. You're like, who are these people? but they're actually pretty
I've
huge.
heard Western before. I've
I love
heard that name.
Yeah, I love their music. So I'm gonna play that tune. Hopefully it's loud enough. Let's see. Okay, DJ Shalli on the Spotify 166. Hold on a second here. I have a speaker, so. Oh, a speaker that turned off.
Download that virtual DJ. You got it.
I gotta wheel it back.
Hold on that.
Take off your roof and clothes. Like you want your plans and do's. Who why don't be fooled? You don't even know the girl I'm counting. She loves long time. I want that. See you on the front line. Me not see you one time. I want that.
If you wasn't driving a BM, you couldn't slide in a DM. That's facts. Our women have nothing. Girl love the vibes when we give them now.
All right.
I gotta give it a. I like. Nice. And say the name again.
Deliveries, yeah.
What's the name of the track?
Yeah. The track is called WAG 1, so it's WAG with the number 1.
Number 1. Okay,
Yeah.
nice. I'm gonna have to look out for that.
Yeah, all their
Nice.
stuff is good, man. All of Western stuff is like so good.
Nice. I like that,
Like-
man.
Cool.
I'll have to look out for that. So being that Slim doesn't have one, I'm gonna go back to Trinidad for mine.
Okay.
I'm gonna visit the one and only Destra Garcia. So she's
Oh,
touching on it.
interesting.
So here we go.
Queen of Bacchanal. Nice nation. How you mean? All right then. He say all he wants is the wickedest. Just run out the eye for the wickedest jump. Some gal out the road claim them own the man, but she like it steam. Not try lock me down, take a little and one. Me done change my name, so me now want your man. Him come for the blessing and I get program broke man. If he pass, make me build a mansion. With a little slow wine, him a turn a fraction. Put the pedal to the metal, make that a caption. Some say they was speed, not ready for action. Said the rhythm make me bubble, it bubble with passion. Boy, you in trouble when I bubble. This one make you see double. Man the max if I'm model. So wet I hope you could cuddle. Cause when I bubble and 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 I me leave your man in a bubble and I 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 split go down on the saddle in the middle and I bubble in the middle and I bubble and I bubble and I me leave your man in a bubble and I 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 bubble.
This song right here.
Okay.
I can visualize what will be going on at parties when this song is dropped. There's a certain vibe that you ride into where you could blaze this track, and I can only imagine what the women are gonna be doing.
Yeah, definitely
You know
very dance hall inspired in my opinion. And I was picturing it too, like girls on a stage by the DJ just doing all kind of crazy head tops. Yeah.
Actually,
Yeah.
you know what I picture? I picture more the girl you're dancing with is doing some things, and you're just holding on to that waist for dear life.
Yeah.
Some TikTok sitting.
Saying that song reminded me of like I was thinking about the music video for that song. Like, okay, I can see them making like in an open market, like a food market, like Emancipation Market or whatever. And
Yeah.
they're just out there having like a guy trying to holler at a girl. You know what I'm saying? Like type of vibe. I don't know why. I don't know what I'm thinking.
No. What'd you say? A guy trying to holler at a girl again?
Holla at the girl.
Yeah, like a girl, like the music video, like the guy trying to get her attention. I don't know, man. Leave me alone, man. Leave me alone.
I don't know.
You got some Freudian slips going on here, man. You really, there's something going on where there's something romantic needing to be going on. Because it's come up many times.
No,
Am I wrong, Chris?
And Slim, we see this song completely different, because to me, when I hear this song, I don't see any talking. Like this is the time of the party where
we're
not talking anymore. You're holding on to that waist, and
Well, I prefer the non-talking.
So that's my bubble up track for I guess you could say episode 1.
It's hot.
Yeah, I like it.
Yeah.
I like it. Destra Garcia. I'd say look out for that. I think that's gonna make some noise in the months to come. Definitely for
Yeah.
mix show radio, guys who's doing soca like mix shows and stuff. I think it's gonna make some noise.
Mm.
But it's
Yeah, I don't think so.
before we close up, before we wrap up, there's something that I always like to when I'm liming with my people, and this is what this show is all about. It's a liming concept. Even though you guys Slim didn't have a drink. Let me see your drink again, Charlie.
Oh my gosh.
There you go. Shalli looks like she's drinking tea or something, but it's a drink, right? When we lime it doesn't always have to be alcohol. There you go.
You'll
I'm in a
know.
wine mood today, so it's white wine for me today.
You'll never know what concoction is in here.
There you go. I like that. I like that. If I call you later and you're sleeping, then we know it wasn't tea in there.
I'm a finesse, we're gonna finesse.
Okay.
So in closing, before we shut things down, there's something I always like to get into this quick convo with people. So if you could make it brief, let me know in your travels in this industry, in your craft, what was the coolest thing you experienced in all your years in the music business? What was your coolest experience as
Honest,
brief as you could make
I don't
it?
know. I'd say I did a tour across Canada with Cranium. That was like 10 dates. And that was
Nice.
one of the like longest tours that I did with the artists like that I admired like that, one of the artists I admired. And honestly, I was on my P's and Q's. And I'm glad. And I feel like I just felt like it was a great time. And I feel like I actually really worked hard and made a good impression. So it was just a good
Nice.
vibe. And yeah, Cranium's one of those people like to this day, you know, we're cool, you know what I'm saying? Because of that experience.
Yeah.
Yeah. So, and other than that, I don't know if this is a one-time thing, but I just finished my most recent project. It's called Passion Fruit, and just finishing that.
Yeah.
Yeah, definitely one of the greatest moments of my life. And
Nice.
just the way it sounds, the quality of it, I'm just like, it's just better than everything else I've done, in my opinion. And yeah, I was just so happy when that was done, like finally. So
Nice.
two
Congrats.
things now. Thank you.
I'll look out.
Okay. All right,
Yep.
I'm gonna. Okay, I think I figured it out now. One of the dopest moments I'm gonna do. Man, I've been in hip hop so long, and I know this is not a hip hop music kind of podcast.
Well, it doesn't matter.
But,
It doesn't matter as long as it's a
oh.
moment that you remember and it was real. You know, it got you. Like you'll never forget it.
I'm gonna say two things. One is gonna be real corny. All right, one of them. I'm gonna say the last most recent thing was I met Future in the club, and he dapped me up, and we had like a little conversation.
Uh-huh.
And another dope thing was breaking a record. Nice and Slow, Ball Greasy. I hosted a pool party here back in 2017, and I heard a song, Nice and Slow, and I was like, yo, who is this? When did this song come out? And I brought it to North Carolina. I bugged my program director about it, and like I got it in rotation, and they got like a really good buzz. It did really, really great with our numbers and our demographic, and
Nice.
I never got a plaque, but whatever. Like I was the reason. Like I was the sole reason this was here.
Mhm.
Wow.
Before we wrap up, this is you guys' time to let the people know your social media handles, whatever
Yeah.
projects you got coming up. You know, just shout it out before we shut it out for the night. So
Okay.
Slim
so
go.
since you gotta go, Slim, you go first.
Yeah.
Let them know.
All right, man. Follow my Instagram is Slim City Live. That's my Instagram. Slim City on Twitter. What else I got? I ain't got a TikTok yet. My podcast, First and Wild Podcast.
Uh-huh.
New episodes dropping this week. I'm back on it. And then a new thing that I'm dropping on my birthday called Slim Trippin'. It's debuting December 2nd, 2020. That's my birthday. And Chris, Shalli, we got to talk. I feel you can give me some great insight on stuff because you look at things very differently. You're so cool. All right. All right. So don't be weird. Yeah, I better be extra. No,
Definitely.
Logging. What I look like? All right. So I got to jump out. Shalli, Chris.
That's all right,
Chris,
man. Do your thing.
tomorrow. Shalli, Instagram me, IG me, all
All
that
right.
good stuff.
Definitely.
All right, y'all be safe.
Yeah,
All
you
right,
too.
cool.
All right.
Stay
Cool.
blessed, man.
Yeah.
La, la, la.
Shalli,
Hello.
let them know. No time to be shy now, right?
Oh no. So my social media, honestly, I am on everything that you can think of, pretty much. Twitter, Facebook, Instagram. My Twitter and my Instagram are Shalli Sings, so just at Shalli Sings. On Facebook, my fan page is just Shalli, and everything else is Shalli Sings. YouTube, on Spotify, you can just type in Shalli. On Apple Music, all of those. Deezer, I'm Shalli. So SHALLI. When in doubt, just Google me.
Okay, nice. Well, Shalli, I thank you for coming on the first show, episode 1. And listen, I told you today, but I'll let the people know. I was looking to do a podcast for months, and I kept putting it off. I kept getting busy with different things. And one day I sat back and I said, you know what? I got to do this podcast. And I'm not bullshitting you. I had the thought, sitting there, and either you called me or you messaged me. And no, I think we were talking on the phone. And the same time I thought of it the same day you brought it up. And you said, you know, you ever thought of doing like a podcast or something? I was like, okay, this is weird now. And I was like, okay, this is a sign that I got to get off my ass and I got to do this. You know, because I had enough people like telling me like you should do something, like you should do a podcast or something. So I thank you for that. And I said, you know, when I finally do it, you have to be the first one on the show. You have to be a guest on the show, and other shows to come, of course. You know what I mean? But you have to be at least on episode number 1 for sure. So I thank you.
I love the concept. You did a great job. I love it. It's fun. We get to like interact with music in just a fun way, like as listeners of music and enthusiasts of music, and not just, you know, performers or industry people. So I love it. Thanks for having me.
Nice. And that's what I wanted. I wanted a liming vibe because I wanted it to be organic. I wanted us to just kick back, and it's like if I'm liming at your house or you're liming at my house, and we're just shooting the breeze. You know what I mean? And the conversation goes into 5 songs. You know. Exactly. With maybe a 6th song, you know, but I like that. I like that kind of vibe. So once again, I thank you for without knowing it, giving me that kick in the ass to get me to do it, man. You know, I appreciate that. And moving forward, well, I'll give my handles real quick. You could always catch me at chrisnice.com. chrisnice.com. That's the website. All my social media handles is at DJ Chris Nice. Facebook at Chris Nice. Catch me each and every Friday on mylimeradio.com. Big up to the MyLime Radio crew. Rich, Jeff, the whole crew. Big up to all of you. Catch me on Friday. It's called the Grooves and Rhythms Mix Show, 4 p.m. to 6 p.m. That's Grooves and Rhythms Mix Show, 4 p.m. to 6 p.m. You can catch it online also. mylimeradio.com. Sunday, you can catch me on Twitch. Well, soon to be Mixcloud, because they're coming down hard on us DJs, man. Us DJs have nowhere to go anymore. They're coming down hard on us on Twitch. So it's a Sunday lounging mix. Say that again?
Really? They're coming hard on you for playing music? They're getting all the...
Oh, they're hitting us hard. I started off doing some shows on IG. I would last like 20 minutes, clipped.
Wow.
I didn't bother with Facebook because a lot of DJ buddies of mine was getting clipped like crazy on Facebook. Yeah. So I went to Twitch, and it's been good. I've been on Twitch since maybe, I want to say March, but now they're coming down hard on us on Twitch because a lot of us DJs are just looking for different platforms. We got no clubs, right? So we gotta look for places to empty out that bucket. You know what I mean?
Of course.
So those are the spots where you could find me each and every Friday, Sunday. Look out for this more episodes to come of Limer's Corner. And again, Shalli, thank you. Continued success. You know, I got your back. You got music. You got my contact. Send it to me. And as usual, once you send me stuff, I send it out to my DJ contacts. All right.
Definitely. So thank you so much for your support, and this was an amazing show.
Not a problem. And you'll be back. I'm gonna have you back. I'm gonna hunt you down and get you back in here.
Good.
All right.
All right. Cool.
You have a blessed night.
You too.
You take care.
Peace.
All right. Peace, everybody.
Bye.